Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shai. When we say Thawadi Yahweh Shim Yahweh Shai for this truth, thank you, and Thawada for the knowledge. We give double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and much love to you brothers on the four corners of the planet Earth that's been set up through faith to seal the elect. Lord willing, we'll be a part of the elect, man. But we just have to keep faith and hope in it, because it's coming. The time is at hand. Let's jump right into this news report. This is an update on the situation in Ferguson, Missouri, about 2 hours away from here, and it's heating up. They declared a no-fly zone a day or two ago. Now it's even getting more. It's just getting hot, man. There's pretty much martial law on the streets of St. Louis, man. So we're gonna get into this report and show you the information.
Jakari Jackson, Joe Biggs, Josh Owens, Infowars.com. This is Ferguson, Missouri, the site where the teenager Michael Brown was shot by the police. The stories are contradictory. The police say they did nothing wrong, and we always know there's another side to the story. I say all that to say this. Look at all these officers. A guy did a head count here, walked around. He said there are 70 plus of these officers, heavily armored, with sniper rifles, just as we said last night. And there he is right there, old Sniper Steve. And he's got brother there, Sniper Scott. And a Grenade Gary over there, I don't know if you can...
Stop. Okay, now, if you see this, the elders have brought this out. This is a microwave emitting weapon, and it's to disperse riots, okay? It sends out a microwave burst that makes your skin feel like it's on fire. So, they have that there. I mean, they've equipped all these cities with this. So how did they know riots would be? They needed it for riots. Look at it. This is a pre-planned thing, man. It's not pre-planned, but they're ready for the plan of having riots was already in their books because they have this machine. For them to have this machine, they probably knew riots. They needed it for riots, because you don't need it for what you call a kick-in. If they're gonna kick in somebody's door, they don't need that. They only need that for crowd control. So you have to see these things. Esau's got this set up. They're ready to move on Jake.
His grenades too well. So anyway,
continue moving.
Now, as you recall, I posted a video earlier where they said, you know, it's fine to come out here and protest in the daytime. They would prefer that you don't come out here and protest at nighttime. So the people said, okay, we'll come out here and protest at daytime. But now they're saying go on down the street. So even though you came out here to protest on a peaceful manner in the daytime, they're saying now you can't do that anymore. So more reports coming soon, Infowars.com.
We're just gonna jump right into the next video. The next video, caddies for the one I just played.
Look, okay, now it looks like to me this guy is aiming a gun right at the area where Joe Biggs is at. Look at this guy. And look at this guy too. Look, let's follow the line of sight here. And this is what they do.
Keep pushing in.
Yeah. Oh, here they go, right here. Look, here we go. Look. And actually, my boy Joe over here by himself. I'm gonna get over here with him. Look, this is what's happening right now. This is what's happening right now. Joe Biggs, military battle. Look at this right here. Look, right here.
As you can see, they are moving in numbers and starting to forcefully push people back.
Hey Joe, why don't you tell these guys one of your military stories? You want to get, this is the sidewalk. I'm on the sidewalk. And like I said, inch by inch, this is how you take your rights. First, he can protest in the daytime. Now he can't protest in the daytime. Then you can protest on the sidewalk. Now you can't protest on the sidewalk. Now you can protest over here. Now you can't stand over here. Now you gotta walk all the way down the street. Can I go back that way? Okay, so they tell me I can't go back that way. All right. I mean, for how long? When is the street gonna be open? I mean, when's it gonna? I mean, it's gonna be open tomorrow or what? Then why you? You know what? What's your name, sir? I'll be happy to move. Tell me your name. Sir, I'll be happy to leave. Just tell me your name. Just tell me your name, sir. Okay, so this officer is refusing to tell me his name. I told him I'd be happy to comply, but he won't tell me his name. And that's the kind of accountability that you get in Police State USA. Now, Joe Biggs, this officer just ordered me to move. I was going to be arrested. I said, officer, I'll be happy to move if you only tell me your name. And now they won't tell me my name, or tell me his name. My car's over there. My car is over there, all right? Hands up, don't shoot, all right? I'm going that way, all right? Thank you, sir, for having a cool head. This guy's pushing me. Take your hands off me, sir. Take your hands off me, sir. I'll be happy to move.
You're going to go to jail, huh?
See, why you guys keep telling? I'm walking this way.
Walk in front of the police officer.
No, hey. Hey, hands up, don't shoot. Lock up. All right, everybody's cool. All right, so this is what happens.
Where do we have to go to, Canada?
Golly, man. I gotta walk back to Austin now? I mean, what's the deal? I'm walking. Yeah. You guys know your kids live here too, right? And then if your kids come out and protest for something they care about, then there's gonna be a bunch of people marching them down the street. I'm walking. Am I not? I'm looking at these feet, man. I'm moving right now. Golly. So you see how these guys keep bullying you? This is how they just keep doing. And once again, I understand that not every cop is bad. Not every cop endorses this type of behavior. But you saw these guys are putting their hands on me. They're pushing me around.
This is the verse right here, man. You see how Esau's so prideful in his bulletproof vest and his guns. You so damn. They so big. You see how Esau got that demeanor of power, and he's got guns and bulletproof vests. So, Matt, this is a verse for him. This is the book of Psalms 37 and verse 1. It says, "Fret not thyself because of evildoers, neither be thou envious against the workers of iniquity, for they shall soon be cut." Let me read this again. This is verse 2. "For they shall soon be cut down like the grass and wither as the green herb. Trust in the Lord and do good." What's good? This truth. This knowledge and understanding, that's good. The work that's been set up, and to come back to the knowledge and understanding of yourself, okay, and come back to this great truth, man. And it says, "Trust in the Lord and do good, so shalt thou dwell in the land, and verily thou shalt be fed. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desire of thine heart." All right, so that's showing you they're about to be withered like grass, man. Though they be in their pride, you know, Jake got that young nigga that got killed, man, was to rile up Jake, man. But Esau in his pride, he's soon to be taken out, man.
They got heavy armor. I'm not even armed. And this is how they do.
It must be in a peaceful manner.
We are peaceful.
Failure to do so may result in...
No,
These guys are cowards. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly.
I agree with that one.
You said it right. Cowards, man. These are the guys that was picked on in high school. They didn't have no women. They have no kind of charisma. They're base men. Base men. That's what it is, man. You think those guns is what is your power, the sword? And it says put not that faith in the sword, man. You ain't supposed to put all your faith in so-called weaponry, or it says put in chariots and riders, man.
That's not illegal.
It's not illegal to protest.
They inciting a riot. They want to stand out here and protest, and then they should let it.
Yeah.
On the sidewalks in a peaceful manner. Be returning your vehicles.
Oh, so Joe, it put us back in the same choke point. You see, this is the choke point that they had yesterday with the barricades on both sides. So they got exactly what they wanted. This is what the plan was the entire time. This is what the plan was the entire time.
You must leave the roadway. Taking the roadway. It's not the proper option. You must leave the roadway.
Get out of the street.
Yeah, we're
There's
out of the
nobody
street.
in the street.
Alright, so as you can see, myself, Joe Biggs, Staff Sergeant, all on the street, all on the sidewalk, rather.
May result
And you see there,
in arrest.
there they are right there. Right there. Hey, that guy's aiming the gun at me.
Must continue in a peaceful
I don't know if the guy's aiming a gun at me, but it definitely looks like he's
roadway.
pretty close there.
Failure to comply may result in arrest.
Look at the peaceful protesters. The majority of which are on the sidewalk. You got a few guys standing in the streets, just barely in the streets.
Now we're back at the exact same spot.
Yeah.
Throw items of any kind. Throwing
Yeah,
items
tough guys out
may
here,
result
man.
in arrest.
Real
May
tough
result in
guys.
injury to unintended persons. Do not throw items of any kind.
Nobody's throwing anything.
Exactly.
Look at the guy, look at him. We got a good shot of him today. Can you stop aiming that thing, bro?
Stop and fighting with life. They can't keep it. Nobody doing nothing. Everybody.
Pieces of shit.
I gotta move again? I mean, damn.
These people are just pieces of shit, man.
Okay, so this guy just walked up to him and said he's too close to him. So what kind of sense does that make?
No, this is a protest. It's not illegal to protest.
I'm not in the street.
They moved out of the street. You shouldn't be talking, bro. That ain't your time to talk. You shouldn't be talking. You already know that. No, brother, he should be talking. He's got to go. Can't even get home because they got this shit dropped on my brother. They trying to do it for damn 3 hours. I didn't get
All right, here we are, front lines of the info war. Joe Biggs, Josh Owens is standing right behind me. Josh is on the other side of the street. I don't know, well, the lights are beaming him out, but there he is over there. There's Joe right there, front lines. And there we are. And I don't have anything against the police, but when I see police aim snipers at peaceful protesters, I don't understand why that has to happen. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they do. They get to play Soldier Boy.
You can just walk up to a black man and shoot him in his head like that? That's fucked up, and real fucked up. Couldn't have been mine, though.
Yeah.
Ferguson already knows Johnson don't play out there. Been out here since what? 1967, goddamn.
All right, more reports coming.
Like
Infowars.com.
Alright, with that, we just gonna go to the next one. Before the start, let me read this real quick. This is the book of 2nd Ezra to show, you know, it make you emotional, man. Like, you know, they hate the fuck out Jake, man. When you Negroes gonna realize it's not your rest, man. It's not your damn rest. This is book of 2nd Ezra 15 and verse 15. And it says, For the sword and their destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up to fight against another, and swords in their hands. For there shall be sedition among men, invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the course of their actions shall be in their power.
Doing that later on in
Or
the
shall
show.
stand in
Let's
their
get
power.
right into the news. Our Alex Jones channel, you can watch what's going on right now. They're covering another protest. Last night they covered one that got pretty shopkeepers who had guns and who stood out and posted guard. Huge spike for business, King said. Joe Biden's favorite, and AR Steve King is doing that later on in the show. Well, let's get right into the news. Our top story here: gun stores see sales spike in wake of Ferguson riots. And this is from the St. Louis Business Journal. For the past 2 days, Steve King has been unbelievably busy at his gun store, Metro shooting. King said business spiked 50% as local residents responded to the violent events taking place in Ferguson. We sold a variety of handguns, shotguns, it's Joe Biden's favorite, and AR-15s. All the sales are having to do with home defense. Usually it's pretty slow through the summer, but this has been a huge spike for business, King said. People are hunkering down because the events are taking place too close to their home, and in some cases a half a mile away. Lots of people are afraid, which is why they are turning to the Second Amendment to protect themselves, because, as you can see, the shops that didn't get burned down were those owners and shopkeepers who had guns and who stood out and posted guard. As we interviewed Mr. Weinstein yesterday on the Alex Jones show, his crew and from also a neighboring business showed up in tactical gear with rifles, and they were able to keep their business from being burned to the ground, while other stores, Walmart's, liquor stores, the Quick Trip, were also, that was burnt to the ground, but then other stores were looted. Which brings us to our next article. Former Marine warns of terrifying militarized occupation of American cities. Former Marine Paul Soldra warns that the events in Ferguson, Missouri illustrate the terrifying result of the militarization of police, with the American people now being treated like insurgents in Iraq and Afghanistan. In an article for Business Insider, Soldra questions why police in Ferguson are wearing combat gear such as desert camouflage, which is normally reserved for troops fighting in foreign war zones. We looked intimidating, but all of our vehicles and equipment had a clear purpose for combat against enemy forces. So why is the same gear being used on our city streets? When did this become okay? That's the question we've been asking here since I got here, and long before that, Alex Jones has been talking about why the police are getting military hardware, why are they being trained with military tactics. Their motto used to be protect and to serve, and now it seems to be oppress and annoy for those who get lots of tickets. But he's not the only Marine that has been speaking out. Earlier this month, we had I See Something, Marine Colonel warns of takeover, and that was from retired Colonel Pete Martino. And he put an excellent video together. He actually flew down here for an interview with Alex Jones, and then he wrote an article that we put on the website, and that was on August 5th, 2014. Please check that out. This is from another military source. We found the military are the most awake because they're the ones undergoing this training right now. So it's very important, if you are a member of the military, to speak out when you see stuff like this unconstitutional behavior, because you did take your oath. Those of you out there who are oath keepers. Next story here. Federal snitch Reverend Al Sharpton confronted in Ferguson, Missouri. Adam Sharp of Progressive Today confronted federal informant Reverend Al Sharpton in Ferguson, Missouri on Tuesday. Sharpton was converted into a snitch for the FBI in 1983 after he was caught on tape negotiating a cocaine deal. Sharp asked Sharpton about graffiti sprayed on a store burned down in response to the incident. Sharpton denied acting as an informant for the government despite plenty of evidence to the contrary, and there you see the picture. Snitches get stitches, and we're going to go to that video right now.
Reverend Sharpton, the term snitches get stitches was spray painted on the Quick Trip. Since you're a federal snitch, sir, do you fear for your life?
Today I'm going to tell the friends about a cop. Just keep going.
Are you in fear for your life being a federal informant? And people are...
I want to inform on this policeman. Just keep moving.
Are you here to snitch on the rioters?
That's right.
All right, this is a real quick verse. This is the book of Zechariah 11 and 17, and it says, we'll read 16, and this is to touch on Al Sharpton bullshit. And it says, Zechariah 11 and 16, it says, "For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land which shall not visit those that be cut off." Let me read it again. It says, "For lo, I will raise up a shepherd in the land which shall not visit those that be cut off, neither shall seek the young one, nor heal that is broken, nor feed that standeth still." but he shall eat the flesh of the fat and tear their claws in pieces. It says, woe to the idle shepherds that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. That's to these Al Sharptons, these T.D. Jakes, these so-called leaders of the black community, which aren't, they're set up, man. They're set up.
Al Sharpton is getting a little bit of his own medicine. And you know he doesn't want to answer those questions about being an FBI informant in the 80s. And this just came into Infowars.com. Photos. Ferguson police train weapons laser sights on peaceful protesters. And if you scroll down through this article, you can see a shot there right in the middle of this guy's back. The guy has his shirt off, completely unarmed, and the police have their rifles trained at his back, which is reportedly how Michael Brown died. And if you scroll through, you can see more articles of people being oppressed by their government. They have their hands up. They are so afraid of these militarized police that they walk around with their hands up saying, hands up, don't shoot. We have a ton of special reports that we've been putting on the site, including one that we're going to show you, which shows an actual rock being thrown at one of the police officers. But last night there were reports that a young man was shot, and in this article from the St. Louis Post-Dispatch, Ferguson chief says police are working with Justice Department on race relations in the city. Further down on this article, teen in critical condition after being shot by police near Ferguson site. St. Louis County police officer early Wednesday shot and critically wounded a man who police say pointed a gun at an officer near the intersection of West Florissant and Chambers Road. The 1 a.m. Shooting Wednesday was near Chambers and Sheffield Court, not far from the site of protest against police on Saturday's fatal shooting of Michael Brown. Well, we've seen this in the past, of people being shot in the back many times by officers. We don't know if this man was shot in the back, but for holding cell phones. So was he holding a handgun? Was he holding a cell phone? Well, the police say they're doing a thorough investigation, so we will find out maybe if they're really true to their word and they're honorable men. Right now they're not even releasing the name of the officer who shot Michael Brown, which kicked off this whole mess. I'm going to go to a quick special report from our crew out in the field, and this actually shows video of a rock or a bottle being thrown at one of the police officers.
I'm Joe Biggs with Infowars.com in Ferguson, Missouri. Right now, the riot police are standing beside us, right behind us. They have this entire bridge, this road blocked off.
You on the parking lot. This is the St. Louis County Police Department. Disperse now, or you'll be arrested. You on the parking lot. This is the St. Louis County Police Department. Disperse now, or you'll be arrested.
As you can see, tensions are high here in Ferguson because of what happened. The people are tired. People all over America are tired how cops kill and beat innocent people for no reason. This is what we have to look forward to all over the place. Look how quick, within a matter of days, they were able to go into a martial law status here in Ferguson.
I'm putting my life on the line for my people. I'm putting my life around for everybody in this country. I believe in equality. We have a right to assemble.
And why the cops tell us we can't be out here? Like you said, we have a right to assemble.
Martial law. The one authority of police every day. They have complete domain of us. They are like gods. If they tell you not to do something, you cannot do it. And if you do, they will treat you like a dog. You will be shot down. Well, at least for a black man. I'm not sure for everybody, but I do understand that. I hope it's not like that for everybody. It shouldn't be. It should not be like that for any human being to live on this planet.
We from the same blood. We are from the same descendants.
Oh, nigga.
There's no way one person can tell us, or one small amount of people can tell us.
That's why it says my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge, man. A lack of knowledge, man.
And what we cannot do. There's something as an actual people being unity. That's not something we cannot happen at all. At all.
My ground! My ground! My ground! My ground! My ground! We are! My ground! We are! My ground!
citizens here are standing their ground and protesting and speaking about what they know, what they believe in. So far from what you heard, the people here are very...
Alright, with that, let me read this real quick. This is the book of Isaiah. Let me get Isaiah real quick. This is the book of Isaiah 19. And we will read 2. And it says, "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight against one another." Salakia. "And I will set the Egyptians against the Egyptians, and they shall fight every one against his brother, and every one against his neighbor, city against city, and kingdom against kingdom. And the spirit of Egypt shall fall in the midst thereof, and I will destroy the counsel thereof, and they shall seek to the idols, and to the charmers, and to them that have familiar spirits, and to the wizards." Alright, so this, the Most High is bringing, is toppling America, man. Because these elites thinking that through them putting us in camps and beheading us and going through with their plans, that they're going to succeed in their new world order. But that's going to be their downfall. Because when they fully start coming at us, the Most High is going to raise up that standard, man. He's going to raise it up, man. It's going to be something that they was not expecting. You're going to have spiritual power. You're going to have these same Jakes running out here with spiritual, God-given power, man. And you're going to know it. You ain't going to think that, oh, this nigga might have been on crack or meth. No, you're going to know that it's going to be of the Lord, man. So with that, I'm going to say all praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. Double honors to our elders, which are the elders at Great Millstone. Much love to you brothers on the four corners of the planet, the elect brethren, the true brethren that are doing this thing to get and seal the elect, to get us out of here and go home, to get to rest, man. We tired of this shit. Keep faith. Shalom.